We're here with Michael Miller, the defending Met Amateur champion. Michael, as you look forward to next week, can you tell us what being the Met Amateur champion has meant to you competitively over the last year as you've had a lot of success?
It's definitely different. When you come home and the trophy's in the house and you look at the names on the trophy, it definitely means a lot, especially since not only is it a prestigious event, it's one of the biggest tournaments the MGA runs, especially in the amateur status, and to be on the trophy with a bunch of really high-class names, it's something that I'll cherish and hopefully we'll able to be defend and hopefully take it home again.
What has improved the most in your game between last year and this year?
I would say my mental status, meaning I used to be able to real hard on myself, and over the past 6 months, I'd say, I've just really matured a little bit more than I maybe thought I would, and definitely around the course. You look at people and you take it all in. You experience the entire day, and you walk around not with a chip on your shoulder or not to really mess anything up or step on toes. You just enjoy it, and I'd say definitely mentally I'm more prepared and more into it this year.
Will you walk us through your mentality when entering a tournament? Do you firmly believe you can win every one you enter, or are there times when you enter a tournament and your goals are somewhat different?
Yes and no. You go with the attitude that you can win, but at the same time, you go in with the attitude of just kind of playing well and seeing where the chips may fall. But if you go in with the attitude in golf that you can't win, you're not going to play as well as you'd like to. So this year, I tell myself I can win every tournament, but there's also days where it's not going your way and you just kind of want to get in the clubhouse and have a good showing. But I would like to say I would like to win every tournament.
You haven't been to Hollywood yet for a practice round. You're going to be going next week, early next week. When you haven't been to a place before, so you'll be seeing the course for the first time, what are some of the notes and some of the things that you try to take account of during a practice round?
I try to take a lot of time around the greens, and especially off the tee box. If you don't really know where you're going around the greens, you could hit it well, play well, and may not shoot the number you'd like to shoot. But especially off the tee, you need to have the exact number you'd like to have in, be in the right side of the fairway, and kind of know where to miss it. And especially the things I've heard about the greens, you need to know where you're going to miss. And especially if they're big, they're undulating, or they're small, and you need to know. And so that's one thing I'll be looking forward to.
How would you rate the amateur competition in the Met area this year versus last year, especially the guys who will be joining you in the Met Amateur field?
I'd say it's I'm probably one of the strongest in around the area or in the country, because you have guys like Cameron Young, who's 15, guys like Max Buckley, Cameron Wilson. So in that sense, I probably left out a few names, but there's the Met area in general is probably the strongest within the tri-state area, and I'd say it's one of the best, and it's the most fun. Everyone's rooting for each other, and maybe they might not show it, but I know that I'm rooting for everybody, and I'd like to come out on top. But the field's as strong as they are. Even the small tournaments you can play, and it's still a good field. So in that sense, it's fun, it's competitive, and it's a little challenging.
As we sit here the week before the Met Amateur, you're currently 52nd in the World Amateur Golf Rankings, which is the highest of any player in the Met area. Is that something you're constantly looking at, or do you have other ways to measure your performance, or do you really key in on those World Golf Rankings?
I did when I jumped up to 32, and I found out I was possibly going to be exempt for the U.S. Amateur. And then to find out that I jumped up to 52 a week or 2 days before the deadline, that hurt, it stung, and I actually haven't looked since, and I just kind of put it in the back of my mind that I need to go out and I need to qualify, and I need to just enjoy playing again, because I got real down on myself that I was at the level that I thought I could play consistently, had one bad week and you drop 20 spots. But in that sense, it made me work a little harder, it made me want it a little more, and to realize that I'm 52 in the world, it's flattering, it's cool. And it also means that a lot of guys are going to be coming for me. So in that sense, I got to bring my A game to Hollywood, because I know there's going to be a lot of good players. So I'm looking forward to it.
Any final keys on what you'll be working on over this coming days as you prepare for the Met Amateur?
I'm definitely going to be working on short game. I know that it hasn't been up to par with my standards, but it's been doing well enough where I've been able to get it around the course. And So I'm gonna be working hard on my short game, putting, and just kind of enjoying it.
Well, thanks for the time, Mike, and we'll look forward to seeing you at Hollywood, and best of luck.
Thank you very much.